This instructional video is all going to be about that formula, which is really how heat, okay, transfers through a material. So really what this is saying is, anything per time is the rate of, so this would be the rate of heat transfer through some material. So the first thing you guys got to make sure you understand is like what the different variables stand for, and I realize you got a formula sheet and you can kind of look stuff up, but just you really got to understand that. So here would be a typical problem with this. So let's say I have something over here that is, I don't know, 200 Kelvin, and then I have something over here that is 400, we'll go 500 Kelvin, okay, and then I have some circular rod that's going to be between it, and maybe this rod is made out of, I don't know, copper. Okay, I'm just saying something. All right, but so then, well, obviously the heat is going to move this way, okay, because of that whole duh law, the zeroth law. If you go from 500, the heat's going to be flowing this way. Well, the rate that the heat is going to transfer through this, depends on some stuff. Depends on K. This is the thermal conductivity for material. Things that are metal are going to have a higher K. Things that are, let's say, for example, plastic or glass or not good conductors of heat, the K will be smaller. Okay, this would be why if you have, let's say, a wooden spoon in the freezer versus a metal spoon in the freezer, if you go and grab the wooden spoon, it's like, yeah, it's kind of cold. Where if you go and grab the metal spoon, it's like, whoo, really cold. And it's not because the metal spoon is actually colder than the wooden spoon. It's just that the metal conducts the heat better. So it would be like this. Here's you, or whatever your temperature is, 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And then here's that metal spoon, or here, yeah, we can say metal spoon, which would be like at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, freezing. Well, if this thing is metal, you're gonna get more heat transferring. I'm losing more heat. If I'm losing more heat, it feels colder. Okay, where if this was wood, again, the temperature difference is the same. This would be the same. The area would be the same, length is the same, everything else. But it's just that wooden spoon is going to transfer less heat through you. So I'm losing less heat. It feels warmer. But otherwise, you just have to be able to plug stuff in. A stands for the area, okay? Which, if you have problems like this, if this is a copper, and then you were to put another piece of copper like this, hey, guess what? if assume it's the same thing, I've just doubled the area. So it should make sense. More heat's going to transfer. Duh. If I have a bigger change in temperature, well, again, more heat's going to transfer. Duh. If I start with this, and then I decide, hey, I want to make it even longer between them, again, guess what? Less heat is going to transfer. I'm making my L bigger. Okay, so you make sure you guys practice plugging this stuff in, but it's really important that you conceptually understand it. I think that's pretty much all you guys got to realize. So, make sure, again, conceptually you guys understand if you go out in the middle of the winter and you touch a tree versus you touch something that's metal, well, the tree feels warmer. Is the tree actually warmer? No. Okay, it's the same temperature. Why does the tree feel warmer? Because the K for wood is smaller than the K for metal, the thermal conductivity. So when you touch that metal, more heat is transferring out of you. It feels colder. Bye, kids!